What's happening, everybody? It's Thursday night, and you know what that time? Try that again. Hey, it's Thursday night, and you know what that means? It is time for Thrifty Business with Jay and A. I'm your one host, Vegas Jay.
I'm Philly A. Hi, everybody.
What's going on Thursday night? It's a gorgeous night here in Vegas. Our weather has finally broke, so we are off into the nice weather. And how's it in Philly? Is it cold and warm? Where are we going on in Philly?
It is. It's actually kind of hot here, but it's very humid. Yeah, we're having. It'll cool down soon.
No humidity. Don't like it. All right.
Yeah.
At the top of every show. It's Jay's Tiki Talk. So tonight, I decided to get into the good rum, and I'll tell you why, specifically why, in a minute. And the rum I'm drinking tonight is Angostura 1919. All these bottles are individually numbered, and it's from Trinidad and Tobago. Very, very smooth, very nice. And I'm going to be in San Francisco next week, and the best rum bar in the entire world. It's called Smuggler's Cove. It's owned by my buddy Martin. And this was a mug from one of the anniversaries of the bar, made by another friend, Crazy Al. And the details in this mug are just insane. Got one hell of a butt, too. So I will have a little sip, and I'll tell you why I bust out the good stuff. Today's my anniversary. Yay!
Hey, Jason and Stacy.
We have been married for 21 years, and I wanted to share with you that what she got me for my anniversary present. This is insanely awesome. Is it me, or is it me?
That's fantastic.
And what's cool is the company that makes them have never done camo or a Hawaiian shirt, so they kind of custom did all that part of it too. I mean, granted, the whole thing's custom, but that's my bobblehead. Yay!
That's awesome.
And yeah, somebody said the Mai Tai was invented in Oakland. You're very right. I'll be having many Mai Tais while in the Bay Area next week. All right, cool. So I see that it is that time now for... There
we go. Okay.
There we go. Sorry, it was a little slow today.
I thought my sound went out.
My bad. Nay's breast cancer update and fact of the week. Yeah, that was the most unsmooth transition I've ever done. My bad.
I thought it was on my end. Okay,
no.
We're good. So, serious time here. It has been a tough week for me, to be honest. It's been a roller coaster of a week. Having breast cancer is a lot of ups and downs. It's been more downs than up this week, but I'm doing okay. Jason has a photo that he's going to be pulling up in a minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And so I wanted to talk about my picture a little bit here because it's kind of appropriate for this week. When we were thrifting, right after I was diagnosed, when Jason was in Philly and we were thrifting, he took this picture, and sometimes it just kind of reminds me like I have to get my boxing gloves back on and get back up and fight again, because sometimes, you know, it does get you down, and, you know, there's those hard moments. So I've had a couple difficult doctor's appointments this week, including a second opinion appointment. That was a little tough, but I think I've made my decision with my treatment, and I don't think I'm going to be going with the IV chemo. And there's only a small margin of difference. So anyway. I'm going to get right into my breast cancer fact of the week. And
hang on. Before I do that, I would like to point out to the audience that Nay is like me. She's a trooper. I said, hey, put these nasty thrifted boxing gloves on. And without thinking, she stuck her hands right in them. That's my girl. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry. I had to.
So anyway, but that picture does it gives me motivation. Like I remember, like I got to get my boxing gloves on. It's very symbolic for that, and so that's what I'm doing now. I'm kind of picking back up, getting my boxing gloves back on. When I have those down moments, but it's gonna be okay, and I have some surgeries ahead, and then I will hopefully be in remission and get on with my new life after remission. So anyway, my fact of the week is about 85% of breast cancers actually do occur in women who have no genetic or family history of breast cancer, which is surprising because a lot of people believe that it is a genetic thing, or you'd have other family members and that would be your biggest risk factor, and it is a big risk factor. That's my case. My mom had it. My grandmother passed away of it, and I have other family members that have had it. So that is the case in my case, but it is true that about 85% do not have any genetic history. So just to kind of let everybody know, again, the moral is get checked. Don't think that it can't happen to you.
And in honor of our show and we raise money for breast cancer research, a fan of the show sent me a gift this week. I was actually going to use it to drink out of from tonight, but I'll show you why I'm not. So I would like to say thank you very much for my new mug. But the hole is so tiny it would take forever to get a sip. So I will put it back here though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There we go, my little booby cup. All right. Now we've done our shenanigans. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Yes.
It is time for the scores of the week. Woo! I've had a great week, but mainly because I've been listing a lot. Well, I'll take that back. My assistant has been listing a lot, and we've had some great sales. So let's get right into them. And those are Nadine's. Where are mine? Okay, here we go. So if you saw season 2 of Thrift Hunters, you will recognize this item right here. We were in a clothing store of all places in Boston, and they had a table of stuff that came in the clothing by accident. And there was like 4 pieces of steampunk stuff, so this was in there. And it's a Foxborough temperature gauge, 6.5 inches tall. And I sold it for $149.99. And when I bought it, I think I paid $3 for it. So we had the expert on the show tell us what it was worth. Sat for a little while, but hey, I'll take $150 on a $3 item any day of the week.
That's great.
Now, it is political time. I bought this with some friend, I can't remember who, and they said, why in the hell are you buying that? I go, old political shirts sell. This one isn't that old, but it is from '04, and I had it up for $55, kind of shooting for the moon, and I got an offer of $35 today, and I paid $1.99 for it. So that is not that is not a political view in any way, shape, or form, but my views are if it can make me money, it'll make me money. All right, so pop over to yours. Here we go. We're going right into it, Nadine.
Yeah, so I sold this Robert Graham women's shirt. Now, the women's shirts, and it was a smaller size, don't tend to do as well as the men's shirts from what I've found. But I did take a best offer on this one for $50, which I was happy with that. And they were happy. I already got my positive feedback for it, so that was a good sale. And I think I forgot what I paid for it. I think it was a Goodwill purchase for our shirts for $3.99. So I think that's what I paid for it.
Nice. And
this one is not all Hallmark keepsake ornaments are equal, which I'll show you in a minute. You see my duds, but this is actually the second Lion King Hallmark ornament that I've sold, and it went for $29.95 with free shipping, and it went first class, so it only cost a couple dollars to ship. And the Lion King and Simba, it was a 2-piece ornament set. And I also sold another one a while ago for a similar price. So if you ever see the Lion King, some of the Disney ones are worth more. So.
And very funny, your score and our guest tonight kind of go together.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's kind of an unplanned funniness right there. I like that. All right, so now we've showed you our scores, and oops, showing you me again. That's not what I meant to do. We showed you our scores, and now time for the duds of the week. Man, I had one that I thought was going to be a score, and it's a dud. So let me get right over to it here. It was a pair of jeans that I thought were awesome, and apparently the rest of the world doesn't. So I guess my taste is not in line with the buying public. The brand is called Artful Dodger, and this had a whole like kind of pirate theme to it too. So I'm like, oh, that's even cooler. And when I got home, because I didn't research it in the store, because I'm like, wow, these are amazing.
Yeah.
When I got home, they just don't sell. So here's the whole jeans, and here's the front. They just don't sell, and so I've had it up for 10 months, maybe 11 months, and somebody offered me $20, and I'm giving free priority shipping. I couldn't take it fast enough. I'm like, get rid of them. I don't. They're just not big sellers. So every once in a while, you'll see an Artful Dodger jeans that will sell, but for the most part, skip them by. And then my other bummer of a dud is, which I thought was an awesome shirt, it's Abe Lincoln rocking out to an 80s boombox, and it says drop beats, not bombs. Somebody offered me $13, and I took it because I was like, can't be that expensive a shirt. Then he canceled the transaction because he found it new for $15. So,
No.
So this is a $15 shirt new. Whoops. But it'll still sell. It's a 3X. Somebody will definitely buy it. I did relist it, but obviously wasn't meant to be. So Abe Lincoln and Artful Dodger, not winners tonight. All right, there you go.
So this is an example of one of those patterns. Now, I wouldn't have purchased this, but it came in one of the pattern bags that I purchased for, for other patterns. My Goodwill lots them together. So you get some that you don't really want. I mean, $4.49 with free shipping. I mean, it's just a positive feedback and a sale. It's not, but some of those cut ones, especially in the cut condition, they're just not worth it. And this was an example. The only reason, again, I put it up was because I did have it in a lot, so I just listed it. But
whoops, my bad. All right, so that's one, and there's the other.
Okay, and this shows that not all Hallmark ornaments are created equally. I've had this one up forever, and I've lowered the price. I think I had it up for $19.99 at first. I finally just dropped it to $12.99. No one wants it still. So there's an example of one that is a dud. So
that's a bummer. That's a bummer. But, we have duds in our week every week. And the reason we show you is because not everything's a winner. So most shows do things that are like, everything's a winner. Do I see a cat on the steps? Let's see. Which cat's on Nay's steps right now? I'm going to guess, without looking back at the screen, it's Phoebe, because Phoebe always sits on the same step.
That is her step.
Man, that is Phoebe's spot. That's like,
that is her
chair. That is
she
Phoebe's
owns
that.
There. She owns the step, yes.
I don't see my buddy no more. Where's
I know, he's not, I don't know. I guess he's hanging out upstairs. He's gotten used to our dog now, so they've kind of become pals now. And
you don't come around here no more.
I know.
All right, we've done our scores, we've done our duds, and now it's time for Close Encounters of the Thrifty kind. And mine happened this week, so I don't have to go back in my memory banks, and I have pictures. I did like Nay did. I got pictures. All right, so I am not the biggest fan of just having random conversations for no reason. And I'm looking in the record section, and this is the record that was on top. I wasn't looking at this record, but this is the record on top from the movie A Star is Born with Barbra Streisand and Chris Christopherson. And so while I'm looking at that record, this lady walks over to me, and she goes, I was in that movie. And I didn't reply right away, and then I thought, duh, material for my show, Thrifty Business with J and A. I'm like, you were in the movie, tell me more. So she was an extra, and she was there in the concert scenes, if you've seen the movie. And I knew this because I've been around TV productions and movie productions. When you see people dancing or at a concert or at a prom, there is no music going on at all. So watch people dancing in crowds. They're all dancing on their own beat because there's no beat to dance to. It looks like it's a real concert. So they had to pretend that they were rocking out. And then she was telling me how, okay, if your last name is like V through Z, you need to leave now. So it looks like there's a flow of the crowd coming and going. Okay, N through T, your turn, go now. And she said when you watch the movie, her cousin and her brother are the first two people in the crowd you see, and they got a close-up shot of them. And she got paid $35 for the day. That was it. So there is my thrifty encounter of this week.
And mine is actually my Goodwill. It's funny because I keep talking about my Goodwill now. I do have other thrift stores here, as we know, but my Goodwill. Most thrift stores are pretty kid friendly. They have like a rather large toy section, and my Goodwill got tired of kids playing in the toy section and breaking the toys and making a mess, so they decided to put caution tape around the toy section. So they've roped off the entire toy section now with caution tape. So you have to, at first I had thought that the section was closed for some reason, but no, they just did that to kind of keep the kids out. So you have to, it's just kind of an understood rule that you just kind of duck under the caution tape to get into the kids section, which is really only like one little row. So tying in with that, usually in thrift stores you do see kids playing, and my kids, I duck them under the caution tape with me and let them look at the toys when I take them.
Breaking the rules.
Oh, yeah, I do. But
breaking the law.
Yes, but it's funny because the other day when I was at my Goodwill, I guess it was actually a couple weeks ago, but when I was at my Goodwill, I actually saw a kid sleeping on the couch, like a 10-year-old kid. Because you usually see like the older people, and the kids are usually playing. Well, I actually saw a child sleeping on the couch in my Goodwill, which is pretty crazy. And if that tells you more about the caution tape setup with the kids section, so I thought that was kind of funny.
Never a dull moment in the thrift stores, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, now it is time for the Thrifty Tips of the Week. Now, most of you are going to start getting your costume sections rolled out in the thrift store. Most of my stores aren't, except for one I went to. And I got a deal. And I got a deal because I presented a good argument to the employee. So I went into the store. Everything was half off. And I found this Nick and Nora Christmas PJs. And everything was half off but costumes. And this was in the costume section, and the tag says costumes. Now, it's only $5. I'll probably still get $25 for it. But I'm like, well, this isn't really much of a costume. It's just pajamas. Now, in the pajama section, I found the matching robe. So here's the robe. The inside print's the same. And that's just marked pajamas. And that was half off. So when I was checking out, I said, hey, man, this robe's in the pajama section. This was in the costume section, so it's not half off. Come on, dude, it's just pajamas. Can I get half off on it? And he said, yeah, you're right. It's just pajamas. And he gave me half off. But you don't know till you ask. Now, don't be a jerk and don't be an ass, but, I presented a good argument. I think my wife kind of prodded me along. She goes, just tell him it's pajamas. So, and had he said, nope, it's a costume, I would have been fine. I would have paid the $5, but you don't know unless you ask.
Okay. So my tip is to factor in not just the price of an item, but the time that you would have to invest in an item when making a purchase. So don't just think about like, this item is cheap and it'll sell. I know it'll sell. And think about if you purchase something let's say you purchase something for $2, and you're going to be putting money. Time into it to ship it, to list it, to pack it, to research it. All of that takes time, and so money isn't everything. You can purchase a $10 item or a $20 item and sell it for a lot more, and it takes just as much time to list an item that's going to sell for more. So and research and ship and pack and everything else. So you always have to think about your time and your money when you're making your purchase decisions.
Good tip. All right, I had to do a little adjustment to my prop for the next segment, which is you have got to be shipping me. Now, typically our shipping tips are I tell you what not to do, and Nate tells you what to do, because I buy a lot. And I got to tell you, at least once a week I get a package and I go, ay. If they were in my Facebook group, they would know they shouldn't be doing this. So my tip this week is use all your resources. I bought a shirt, a Hawaiian shirt. It came in a Tyvek envelope, which is just by weight. It's not a flat rate. So he paid $6.51 to ship this to me. That same shirt would have fit in a regular flat rate cardboard, which is only $4.95. But if you felt a little bad about that and wanted to go a little bigger, the padded flat rate is $5.35. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot of savings, but it is $1. So if you're not paying attention to your shipping and you're wasting $1 on every package or every third package, that's a lot of wasted money. That shirt would have been just fine in here, $4.95. So he would have saved $1.60. So make sure you have all the resources that the post office gives you, not just some.
Good tip. So my shipping tip is I do always include a packing slip in, and I always include a note, like a little thank you note. The reason I include the packing slip in as well, I know some people leave that out, is because it's good to have something with both parties' addresses inside of the box or the package too, because in the case, and this did happen to me once, that it gets shredded in the post office machinery, or your package, the outer packaging and the label becomes destroyed. It will come back to you weeks later in a plastic baggie with a apology note by the post office, if they can find an address inside. So it's always good to do, and I think it does also help speed up the customs process too if you have a packing slip in there. So that's just a little bit of advice there.
All right, I forgot my one prop that we always need, so hang on a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so while I'm getting that, I will share something. This is apropos of nothing else and no segments, but I was cleaning my office today, and I found this, and I forgot I had it. This is an awesome black velvet painting.
That is, wow.
Ah!
Yeah, that's a crazy black velvet painting. That is cool.
Yeah, so I thought I had to share that tonight because I cleaned my office and I found it. So, you like art? Wasn't that great art?
I just said, as an artist, I can appreciate that. Yes.
All right, our last segment before we get our guest. Our viewers' 2-minute topic of the week. This week it is by Bridget Williams. Bridget is one of the admins in my Facebook group, and she wants to know, what is your typical turnover time from shopping until listing? All right, so let me get the timer up here. Let me get that off the screen, and we'll get Nadine going here.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Why is my thing? Oh, what happened? Cancel? There we go.
Oh, you're not ready. I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready, and here we go.
Okay. So normally I do try to have a very quick turnaround time. I have 2 little red bins that have now become almost my entire basement. Usually I will thrift it. I'll put it in the red bins. That's like my little holding area for the items that need to be photographed and processed and listed. My system is all out of whack since my cancer diagnosis, and I now have items that I have thrifted with Jason when he was here in June that are still not listed. So I am not going to be a good example of timeliness right now with that. But it's okay because I'm going at the pace that I can. My goal right now is to get 1 listed a day. If I can get 1 item listed a day. I'm not meeting that goal right now, but I'm trying, and as soon as I can do that, it'll get better from there. So, little setback, but
oh, sorry, you paused. I thought you were done.
I'll get back to my red bins, is what I was trying to say, as when you caught me.
You had such a long pause, and it was at the 55-second mark, which you used to do all the time.
No, I was ready to say I'll get back to my red bins eventually.
I'm sorry, girlfriend. I did not mean to buzz you prematurely.
Okay.
Premature buzzers. If you have that problem, call your doctor.
Oh boy.
All right, here we go, and I'm off. So most of you know I'm lucky enough to have an assistant, and he does most of my listing. Now, my house is a train wreck right now. I have too much stuff in my storage unit, so typical time is way too long. But lately, the new stuff coming in has been getting listed. So, of course, that keeps the old stuff sitting in the storage unit getting older, and sometimes those things are kind of timely. But I have I bought a dead man's closet a few weeks ago, and I got half that stuff up, and it was selling like hotcakes. So I'm selling suits and dress shoes, and I've never really done that much. But because I bought the whole closet as a package deal, I wanted to get it up quick, and I learned new stuff. Always learn new stuff. But also, I brought home from Cleveland about 200 sports jerseys, and you know, it's that time of year that football's just about to start. Baseball's going to the playoffs. Before long, basketball will be into to practice. So I'm getting the jerseys up, and they're selling like hotcakes too. So my turnaround time now is the new stuff comes in, it gets listed that week. That's what I'm gonna try and do for the rest of my life. And right now, my wife downstairs is going bullshit.
Yeah, stay safe.
All right. Before we get into our guest, I want to talk about a little something I'm involved in, and I'm going to pop up a graphic here so I figure out where I hit it in my computer. Oh, there we go. All right. So this is going to go. This is actually live right now. It went live about half hour ago, and it's from $1 Million Ideas, which is a friend of mine. What would you give to spend a day with a thrift hunter? Hey, that's me. The Godfather? Hey, that's Chris Green. The $10 Million Man? Hey, that's Sam Cohen. Or other FBA rock stars. The website launched tonight during our show. It's www.milliondolarideas.info. And so what this is we were at the Scan Power Conference in Orlando. And Chris Green, every conference he puts on or is involved with, it's an amazing thing. And when you go to conferences, it's more about the networking than so much the speakers. Now, the speakers are good and they give you quality content, but when you network, that's when you make friends, and that's when you're like, oh, we should get into business and do this. And so Chris's big thing is, you know what? When you're done, if the next speaker is not something that you need to hear, go in the hallway. The best deals happen in the hallway. So my buddy wanted to do this, and he wants to do it virtually. So 2 weeks from this Sunday, he's having this virtual conference. And what's going to happen is those of us who are speakers like me and Chris, we're going to speak for whatever our time limit is in one room like we're doing tonight. And then when we're done, we'll go to a different room and then just chat with everybody who's there who wants to hear more about thrifting, who wants to hear more about online arbitrage. So it's me. If you don't know who Sam Cohen is, Sam Cohen's killing it on Amazon. He's doing $10 million a year, and he loves to help and share. And, of course, we all know Chris Green, my boy Jay Bain. He's going to be teaching you stuff. Cordelia Blake from Scanner Monkey. It's going to be an awesome conference. And the discount tonight is $149.99. It'll be a whole day affair, 2 weeks from Sunday, online. It's going to be an awesome thing. So go to that website, www.milliondolarideas.info, and check it out from there. It's going to be an awesome thing. It is a little tough to get us all together at one time, so virtually it's kind of easy. So I am involved in that. It's going to be a cool, awesome thing. I will put the link up in my groups, and so you'll be able to see them there. They're only going to run the discount for 1 hour. I go, wait a minute. Three of the speakers have shows happening right now, me and two others. People are watching preseason football. I go, you got to give people a chance. Because some people are going to come home tonight and watch our show, Nay. You got to give people a chance. So the discount goes till tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So the discount's $149.99 for the day. And I think you're getting like 12 or 13 awesome speakers, all kinds of topics. So it's going to be an awesome thing.
Wow, that's a great deal, yeah.
I don't usually run commercials, but since I'm part of it, I'm running a commercial. Alrighty, so now let's get to more fun. This is going to be fun, I tell you that. Let me have a sip first. Oh, that's good stuff. Alrighty, so I will get this going here, and tonight our guests are Thomas and Elizabeth Clift, or as their friends call them, Tom and Liz. So we'll shop them in here.
You called him Tommy.
What's happening, guys? How are you?
Good.
How are you doing?
Oh, we are great. So I mentioned that Nadine's score and your shirt have a lot in common. So if you could stand up, please, sir. That's an awesome Lion King shirt.
He bought it just for the show.
That's awesome. All right, so for those of you who don't know, Tom and Lizzy do haul videos. They're only on number 3 right now, but I got to tell you, I was enamored from number 1 on. And, you know, being in my position, a lot of people want to share things in my groups. And unfortunately, I would say about 80% of the time, it's not good. You know, it's not a good blog post. It's not a good video. And I'm very honest, brutally honest, and I'll tell them, I go, if you prove this a little bit, then we can talk. But, you know, if you guys stood up there and would just be like, I bought this, can't have that. That's not fun. You know, people have fun and excitement. So I sent the videos over to Nadine. I go, you got to watch these. These are awesomely fun.
Yes, they are.
And I'm like, I wish Nadine and I could be together because it'd be more fun and shenanigans because we'd be standing next to each other.
Yeah, that was a great show when we did that. That was fun.
So Tom and Lizzy have the Peter Pan quality that I absolutely love. You know, they're an old married couple. They got a couple kids, but if you've not seen their videos, you're missing out. And if you watch their videos and you don't smile, you're dead inside. I'm telling you right now, you are dead inside.
Yes, they're fantastic. I like the dynamics that you guys have with each other, and I like your blooper reels, and it's just great. It's very entertaining. So,
so why don't you give us a little background? Like, tell us about your kids, how long you've been married, how you got into thrifting, you know, all that good stuff. Give us like the 3.5-minute Tom and Lizzy recap.
All right. So, well, we're primarily Amazon sellers, actually. We started selling on eBay because we wanted to get rid of our Amazon customer returns. And then we kind of found out we liked it. So I started in 2011. He became full-time in 2012. And we've got 3 kids who are 5, 7, and 12. And so it's really a whole family business. Keep it in the family. What else?
You forgot 4 cats.
Oh, 4 cats. How could I forget?
Oh, no, I'm surrounded by cats.
Yeah.
And you know what? People have asked us before if we were drunk in our haul videos. No, that's just us normal.
So people keep asking, what's your channel called? If you're looking at the screen right now, see where it's below Tom's name, you'll see MissEloise. That's their channel. Now, also, it's real easy to find. Go to my new Facebook group, the Thrifting Board, and they post them all in there. And then, obviously, once you find one, you can see the rest. And like I said, the first video, I'm like, these two have something. They got a spark that I absolutely loved. And so I was so excited that you guys wanted to come on because, you know, there's a lot of content out there nowadays. You know, whatever it's like a million hours a minute being uploaded to YouTube or some ridiculous number. But when you see something that strikes your fancy, you enjoy it. So my only complaint right now for you two is you only got 3 so far. I would watch so many more. I just love them.
Yes, they're very entertaining. You guys are doing great.
Thanks.
So let's, you sent me a couple scores, a couple duds. Let's show those first, and then we'll get into your videos. And Nay and I have some questions for you and some comments. And so let me pop up your scores here. Now, you guys are primarily, in your haul videos, are primarily toy and game people, and yet you sent me a pair of suspenders.
I did. I know we sell almost all toys, and I sent you all scores that were not toys. But the suspenders were in our first haul video. How much did we pay for them?
We paid like $5 a piece.
$4, $5 a piece. So we sold those ones for $60, and then we sold another pair to the same guy for $45.
Yep.
So suspenders. I don't know who spends that much money on suspenders, but I'll take it.
I've got a couple pair from the Dead Man's Closet that I need to list, but somebody told me, oh yeah, suspenders do really well. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I had no idea. Oh, and the Jaeger, that is like a big...
Jaeger.
28 by 18 by 18 inch cooler, so it was not...
That was a fun one to ship. That was...
Yeah, but you know, we usually do free shipping on stuff, and for stuff like that, we did calculated because it only cost like $25 to ship, but it sold pretty quick.
Now, when you listed it, were there others like that, or were you the only one at the time?
There were a couple others, but you know, we weren't even the cheapest one, so I don't know why they bought it from us. But That's okay.
Well, because they know your guys are your MissEloise, and they wanted to buy from you guys because you're on YouTube. All right, that's your 2 scores. Oh no, this is score 2.
The twerking dog. I didn't want to sell that one though, and I tried to put a video on, but I am confused.
That's what I was just looking for. I will help you. I will help you guys tomorrow. You got anything that moves, sings, dances, farts. You got to get a video in.
Yeah, I tried and then I gave up, and then it sold before I could figure it out. But we paid $15 at Walmart for it, so you can shop everywhere for eBay stuff, but it sold for $60, and they were really, really excited about it. Because who isn't excited about a twerking dog?
But see, now I'm sad. I want to see a twerking dog.
It's hilarious. There's a twerking panda and a twerking bear.
And a fox.
Okay.
And here's your dud.
Yeah, so that is not. It's sort of a dud in the fact that we went to this yard sale and got a ton of stuff, and then we got home and found out that most of it was broken. And so we got two pairs of those Buzz Lightyear wings, and one of them was so broken that we couldn't list it. And that one sold in like a week, and we bought it for $2 and I don't know, made $10 or something. But check the stuff before you buy it. We found out after years of doing this. We just found that out.
That's true.
All right, now you got a question for him? You want me to start? You want to start? What do you want to do?
I can start. Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I see that you guys sell mostly toys. I've seen some great items like your strawberry shortcake, your Littlest Pet Shop stuff. I actually sold one of those 3M games that you were talking about. So I see that you sell mostly toys, and you're kind of venturing not so much into clothing and other items. Are you thinking about branching out more?
We branch out a little bit, but we kind of just get drawn to the toys. Really, we're big kids, so we play with them. And
like you're saying, so, yeah.
We sell some other stuff, but
we do some clothing.
We've got some clothing behind us here.
Yeah, we've got a nice piece here.
Yeah. This, what's it called?
Walter Clark.
Walter Clark.
Walter Clark.
That we found in the Halloween section, which is, we get so excited about Halloween time because they put all the cool old vintage stuff in the Halloween section. We paid $5 for it.
Can I see the tag?
Tag. Maybe.
Yeah, Walter Clark's a great vintage brand, and it's Walta, T-A-H.
Walta. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so and don't forget when you list it, there's an E at the end of Clark. I see a lot of listings miss that E.
Okay. So yeah, we do some clothing, but I kind of just am lazy and hate doing the measurements and stuff, really. That's really
Wait, how old's your oldest kid?
12.
Oh, that 12-year-old can rock a tape measure. Get on it.
Yeah, I agree. Put the 12-year-old to work.
You want a new DS game? You best be measuring for mommy and daddy.
Yeah, that's true. Our 7-year-old actually sells some stuff on eBay too, so we're teaching him young.
Awesome.
So he can pay his way through college.
Right.
Because I was going to say the same thing. In your last haul video, you found an awesome Bulls jacket for $10.
Mm-hmm. I saw them.
You know, you basically said, I only look in the clothes section when Tom goes pee.
Bathroom, I saw that part, yeah.
And, you know, I have sold a $35 t-shirt today. I have sold a $150 sports jersey. All those are in the clothes section. Man, clothes are easy to ship. There's nothing to break. And you guys seem to have the games and the toys conquered. But, man, you're probably leaving a lot of money behind. I would suggest you guys start looking a little bit more in the clothes. And when I get up there to hang out, we'll definitely hit the clothes together.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. I mean, my specialty is women's clothing and shoes, and that's what I feel safe in. That's my little safe zone. But it's you know, it's been fun branching out, and you kind of, it's trial and error. But I think it's always a good thing. But you guys do awesome with the toys. I love seeing some of the stuff was I remember from my childhood, you know, like for example the strawberry shortcake dolls. I had the whole set, and I just think, oh my goodness, if I still had them now. And I remember the Perfection game, and yeah, it's really cool though that you have that niche, you know, mastered so well. But branching out is fun.
I feel like digging through my mother-in-law's basement to find old toys. So she always calls us, "Do you think this would be good?" Sure. take it over.
Tom, did you leave?
Oh no, I'm just over here typing on YouTube.
Oh, okay, no problem. I look and Tom's just gone. Like, I've had enough of this show. I'm out of here. I'll see you later. All right, now, I don't know if this is handy. I probably should have prepped you ahead of time. The haul video number 3 that just came out. You had one of the most all-time favorite things in my life when I was a kid is the trackball game.
See, that's what his guess was. I was like, maybe it's the Bulls jacket.
Is it nearby, or would it be too much of a pain to grab it?
He can go grab it.
All right. So while he's doing that, we'll talk now that Tom's out there. Lizzy, I bet you got a good eye for clothes. Get in the clothes section a little bit more. You're probably leaving like big money on the table.
We have a whole big bin of clothes in the garage that we just haven't listed.
I have a feeling you'd be good with the vintage stuff.
I like the vintage stuff.
Yes. I can tell that. So.
All right, so those of you who don't know, this is trackball, and you take that and you just wing it, and then your buddies at the other end of like the lawn or whatever tries to catch it, and man, we played that for hours when we were kids, and I got so good at it, man, I could put a spin and a curve on that sucker coming out. Oh, because we would also play, we'd get 4 of them, and we'd play kind of like keep away, 2 against 2, and when you can master the curve, that you just can't be stopped.
Yeah, we were playing it in the garage, and then we sort of started doing it too hard, and it was smacking into the garage door, so we thought we should probably stop.
And I don't know where you live. Do you have a yard, or are you just a small community kind of thing?
We have a little yard. We need to take it to the park.
Okay. So I grew up on our yard was 4 acres, so we have plenty of room to wing the ball around.
Yeah, we don't have 4 acres. 40 feet maybe.
I have like 2 feet here, so.
Well, I'll say, growing up, I had to mow those acres, so I will take 40 feet any day.
Our yard's so small that we can weed whack it. We don't need.
Wow.
Ours is actually concrete in the city here. We don't even have grass. It's just a little concrete like slab. So, yeah.
People saying they would take me at trackball. I'm like, we should get together and have a competition somewhere. It's on, like.
Yeah, we need a tournament.
Trackball tournament.
Heck yeah! So if you keep it and I get up there to hang out with you guys, we're playing somewhere and we'll video it. We'll periscope it or something.
Oh, we're keeping it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely ours.
Oh shit! I gotta get on eBay. I gotta go buy one now. I'm so jonesing for one right now. And that's what I like about your haul video, especially anyone that grew up enjoying toys and games, and that's your specialty. When you see them, because you guys definitely gravitate towards older stuff, man, watching your haul videos brings back this flood of awesome memories. Like, oh, I love that game, I love that toy, you know. And Nay and I do our haul videos, and it's a lot of stuff that it's good to sell like this, but nobody's looking at Nick and Nora pajamas and going, oh my God, I remember my Nick and Nora's.
Yeah. And that's what I was doing throughout your video too, like going through some of my childhood toys and saying, oh, I remember I had that, It's so cool.
Yeah, that's our favorite part of it is I don't know, I didn't have a lot of it when I was little. Maybe that's why I'd buy the toys. I don't know. I still love it though.
So the chat says your house looks too clean to be thrifters.
Oh, I'm just an OCD person.
OCD. It's bad. If it gets cluttered, we just can't concentrate.
Okay.
You should see our garage, though. It's not quite the same.
Maybe we'll show that in our next haul video.
Yeah, Nay and my workspace is not like yours.
No. Yes, it's I have a cluttered mess in my basement right now. My husband is not happy with that, but.
Well, neither's my wife, so All right, so another thing I pulled out of your third haul video was you said something that I rally against. I try and teach people to look beyond. We never like to spend $10 or more on anything, and I get that because we all want the dollar deal. But man, sometimes you got to spend money to make money, and you shouldn't be afraid of it. And you shouldn't base your purchase just on the price because you guys know your shit. So if you see a $100 game and even if it's $20, the return still is nice.
Yeah, we did that. We spent $20 on a game yesterday, but unfortunately all the pieces were missing.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a 2.
It went from good to boo.
It was bad. Yeah.
Oh.
We never spend that much money, so.
So your first.
Boo.
Oh no. Okay, it'll get better. It will get better. It's happened to me too before, where I've spent more money on something and then you get it home and there's a stain on it or something, and I'm like, oh no. But you do get higher return on some of those items.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I asked you guys to have a couple of new finds that we'll probably see in the next haul video, but I was hoping you'd give our audience a little sneak peek of what you were going to see in the next haul video.
Yeah.
So these guys.
You have to hold them up.
All right.
Ah!
Guess who those are? Nobody knows. Do you know?
Well, I don't have kids, so when he gets to these
Sure.
kind of toys,
No, and I have all boys, so I'm not. Yeah.
Those are from the PBS show Super Y.
Oh, okay. My kids. Yep, I can hear the theme song in my head now.
They didn't make that many of these. We paid $2.
$2 a piece.
And they'll sell for $25 a piece.
Wow.
And if we had 4 of them, it would be like $150. But we don't. We just found these 2. So
now, were they just loose in the toy section? Were they in bags? How were they?
They were together in a bag, and so I looked to see if I could find all the other ones in a bag somewhere too. But either someone already grabbed them, or they only had the girl ones. But
Cool.
what else? Oh, Peanut.
Oh
Peanut.
my God. That's fun.
So we
It's
sold
a baby peanut.
a baby peanut.
Oh yeah, it is.
We sold the talking one that was in one of our videos, and we paid 50 cents for this, and we'll sell it for like $25.
And tell everybody who Peanut is.
From Jeff Dunham, the comedian who has all the
He's a
weird,
ventriloquist.
ventriloquist guy.
Jose Jalapeno on a stick.
I kill you.
Silence. Okay, this is an Amazon find. The couponizer system. And like the extreme couponing is big right now, so we paid $6 for it, and it'll sell for over $100 on Amazon. To someone who wants to be an extreme couponer. So,
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have the couponizer?
I have my couponizer. Okay, so this. Nadine was saying in her tip, make sure that it's worth it when there's a lot of work for a garment or a game or something. This is Axis and Allies, and it has like 299 little tiny pieces to it. So he had to go through it for like an hour to make sure they were all there, and they were for this one. So it's worth $100.
It was, yeah. That's like the puzzles when you have to put them together to.
Yeah.
No, it's not worth it.
No.
For me, that's not worth it. But but for a game that's gonna sell like that, absolutely.
Yeah, for $100, yes. For $20, not so much.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I was trying to say. Yeah.
It's definitely worth the time. Got to make sure it's worth that though, just like you said.
Now, what's I actually tried to sell an Axis and Allies many years back, and nobody was buying. Is it hot again?
Yeah, all the war board games are big right now. So
all right.
Any old war games you can find are going to sell for big money.
Okay, that's good.
Even the old risk games.
Stratego.
Stratego is always, for whatever reason, is always a big seller. The older ones too.
Pretty much all of them.
Pretty much all of the older ones.
I grew up playing one with the wood pieces, so I was a Stratego player from way back in the day. All right, so now I'm going to give you a tip.
Okay.
And I saw a lot of people say the same thing I was going to say to you guys. Your first 2 videos were great, and you changed your positioning in your third. You still had the fun. The fun was off the hook.
Oh, yeah.
But your energy changed when you guys sat down.
Right.
You had way different energy when you were standing up. So those who don't know, Tom Lizzy's first 2 videos, they were standing at the kitchen table, and they were showing the stuff, and they were just having a good old time. And the third video was, as they are right now, sitting in front of the camera, and it was fun. They kept bashing each other in the face. It was great.
The blooper reel was hilarious.
Yeah, the bloopers are great.
Yeah.
But you were too dark, and, you lost a little of the energy, and people love that energy.
The back and forth energy while standing at the table, I preferred that, too. I think that was great.
Yeah, I prefer it, too, actually. We need to go back to that.
Watching that third video back, we were like, oh, man. Part of us is just something's not there.
Plus, like I said, it's kind of dark. It's kind of like witness protection. Like, is that Tom and Lizzy? I'm not 100% sure.
And the backdrop of the art that you can see on the side of your 3 kids there, that's just awesome. I was saying that before the show, and Lizzy, you were saying that it was actually a Father's Day gift, and I noticed the best things in life aren't things, and that's my little breast cancer theme. So that's fantastic. Yeah. But I love that backdrop too in your videos. I think that's an awesome backdrop.
We'll be going back to that for the next one.
Cool. Yeah, and you know, people often give me grief for telling people how to do their business and stuff. And like when on Thrift Hunters, I told the thrift store, like, you know, you need to fix a few things, you'll sell more stuff. People actually were mad at me for doing that. Like, how dare you? I'm like, I only want friends and businesses that I like to succeed. And so if I can offer a tip here and there, I'd much rather, you know, because you guys did this for a reason. You want a little bit of a following. I think you're going to get a great following. I think you're getting a lot of people signed up tonight because I don't want to, you know, make you nervous, but it's our biggest audience ever tonight. Yay!
Oh my goodness, that's great.
We got 174 live. So thank you everyone who's watching live right now. We love you. Thank you to all those who are skipping preseason football. When it's regular season, I get it if you're skipping us live because I grew up in Cleveland. I'm a Browns fan. But those of you watching live, we thank you very much. Those of you who are watching later, we thank you just as much. Do us a favor and give us a thumbs up down below. That always helps.
Yep, I'm seeing 4 thumbs up right now. 172 I'm showing.
Yeah, so I think Tom and Lizzy brought the crowd tonight. So
that's awesome.
You guys must have a lot of friends.
Us and our 174 closest friends tonight.
That's great. So, all right, what you know, we're almost out of time. We got a couple minutes left. What's your all-time favorite toy or game? Each of you.
Oh man, there's
on the spot questions. I give you no prep either.
I have to go with the old Polly Pockets because yeah, I had like 1 million of them, and now my daughter has all of them, and I'm gonna be the cheesy person who says they just don't make it like they used to.
They don't.
Polly Pockets. What's yours?
Mine's probably got to be Super Soakers.
Yeah.
Super Soakers are awesome.
You didn't say
No, I gotta have more fun with Super Soakers. You know, take them outside like we did that one time. You know, just ambush the kids.
We did.
Yeah, my husband has done that with my boys. Yes.
We did that. We were hiding behind the car, and this guy walks by walking his dog, and we're just sitting behind the car with Super Soakers and no kids outside.
Yeah.
What about you, Nate? What's your favorite all-time game or toy?
Oh my goodness. Put me on the spot. My favorite game is Clue, like the old school Clue.
Nice.
I love that game when I was a kid. And my toy, I would have to say my old school My Little Ponies probably. That my mom gave all away to my aunt's neighbor's child.
Oh
man, I know. I almost cried about that. She gave the whole. I asked her, and she's like, so she actually I have to show you guys because so. It was, I forget if it was, I think it was my birthday, like, and it was just, you know, like, just within the last few years, I got this from my mom.
Oh.
So I have that up on my desk as a memory of my, she felt so bad about it that, so I have one My Little Pony. I miss my old ones.
I'm gonna do a screen share to show mine because mine's also very much a tip. So I was a Dungeons and Dragons nerd when I was a kid, and I had a thief named Sheba, and Sheba was very stealthy, and so I was all into that kind of stuff. And then Dark Tower came out by Milton Bradley, so it was basically kind of their interactive take on Dungeons and Dragons. So there was this game board that went around the tower, pieces, and then you would push buttons on the tower, like, all right, I'm fighting this ogre, and then it, kind of a random thing, the tower would decide if you kill the ogre, if the ogre killed you, kind of thing. And I would play that forever. And so this game is highly sought after. While we were just talking, this is an unused one that sold for $400. You see Dark Tower, that is the bonus tip of the day. You buy Dark Tower, even in beat up shape, even just the board. I saw the board just sold over here too. So keep your eyes out for Dark Tower.
Yeah, we've been looking for that one for like 2 years.
Yep, and I've sold a couple, and I'm like, I want to keep one, but they're worth so much it hurts. But I want to play with it. Like, I don't mind keeping the trackball, but the Dark Tower is so worth it. I'm like, oh man. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
Yeah. I just wanted to say a couple of things to you guys. I noticed I had mentioned again before the show. You had mentioned one of your tips being which I liked, which I wish we had here. We don't have savers here. To that they give you a coupon for donations, and then you can get more stuff that way. I like that tip. I wish we had that here, but for everybody else in the rest of the country that has that, I think that's fantastic. And the other thing was, I was wondering if you could speak a little bit about how you decide what toy or game to sell on what platform. I've seen a little bit of it in your videos, but I was just wondering if I have an idea of what you're going to say. But
well, we look them up. We look almost everything up on both venues because we sell, I guess now almost equally on both venues. But so like the Titanic game that we had in our video was. It was garbage on, which one was it garbage on?
It was garbage on Amazon.
On Amazon it was garbage, and then on eBay it was worth a lot. So you could almost buy it on Amazon and then resell it on eBay. So Amazon to eBay flip. So yeah, we use the eBay app and the Amazon app almost religiously in the store.
Awesome. Yeah, because I honestly, with toys and games not being my niche, I wouldn't. It's hard, without. I mean, but you guys kind of know your stuff now. Like, what. You probably get that automatic vibe of what platform you're going to sell it on, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. Sealed most of the time go to Amazon. If it's open, most of the time it goes to eBay, but there are some games that Amazon, even the older vintage games, are good.
So do you guys ever do Craigslist or any other platforms?
Not that much. We sell some in Facebook, like local Facebook yard sale groups, our duds. Just lots of
so yeah, like
make something off of it. But it's kind of a pain, and we don't really have time for that, but we do it sometimes.
Yeah, I understand. I understand how that is. I've done that with some of the bigger, clunkier items, but it is it's a whole different selling world there. So.
Oh yeah.
You guys ever seen the movie Stripes?
No.
With Bill Murray?
With Bill Murray? No.
Too young.
I haven't seen it.
Well, you're young too. There's a line where Bill Murray's like, Lee Harvey, I want to party with you, you animal. And the first time I saw your first video, I'm like, I want to party with Tom and Lizzy. That's what I thought. Because you guys just seem so fun and like what a great married couple. So congratulations.
We just don't really give a crap what people think about us. So if that's exciting,
It is to me, because I like that attitude, too.
That is a great attitude to have, yes.
All right, by the way, we tickled 180, so thank you, everybody. Tom and Lizzy brought the audience. Oh, I'm glad I just, ta-da. All right, next week, our first week, we won't have a show. I'm very sorry. Yeah, I just remembered.
I was just going to remind you.
And I told you to remind me, and you said, I won't remember, and then you remembered.
I know. That's just because I put it in my notes, so I didn't really...
Next week is the eBay 20th anniversary celebration in San Jose on Thursday and Friday. I am part of the festivities, so I will be up there festivizing. Is that a word?
I think that was an on-the-spot word, but it's okay.
But here's the deal. Today, I am part of a group called the Influencers, people on the eBay platform who have a wide and big audience and a lot of followers, and I'm one of them, as is John Lawson, as is Lynn Drawley, Stephanie Inge, Catherine Terrell, and a few others. There's 15 of us, so we got a preview of eBay changes coming up, most happening in a few weeks, October, and then the big one, even though you're going to hear about it next week, the big one's happening in like February or March. Now that one is awesome. If you can't deal in the new setup for standards, you suck as a seller. Get off the platform. I think everyone will be like, yay! They'll throw their hands up, confetti will rain down. Trust me, you'll love this. If you don't love it, drop me a message. Tell me why you don't. And we got to see the preview today. We had some concerns. They're going to look at a couple things because those of us who they've entrusted with talking about it and helping promote it, we saw where like, oh, this could be fixed a little bit maybe. So that's why there's no show next week. There is a good reason. not just like it's the home opener, I want to watch football. I am going to be in the middle of all this. So no show next week. I'm so sorry, but no show for good reason. So the next show, we will go over the changes. So it's going to be awesome. So anyone who's an eBay seller will be very, very happy. I promise you that.
Yes, I'm looking forward to finding out about those changes.
Yes, people are saying, yes, you wouldn't tell us. I was on another show last night. I wouldn't tell you. Of course I wouldn't tell you. I have to sign a non-disclosure agreement.
I don't know the changes. I have no idea.
Yeah, I even tell my partner Nadine. My wife doesn't even know. But and from the bathroom right here, it's because I don't care. So, yes, trust me when I tell you, I've been on the platform since '97. This is about the most right thing they've ever done in terms of the way it is now. It doesn't work all that well for us sellers. So, trust me, I am happy. You'll be happy. Nadine will be happy. Tom and Lizzy will be happy. I am happy. You'll all be happy. Trust me. If you ain't happy, you stink. I'm putting it on Front Street right now. If you ain't happy, you're not a good seller, all right?
Well, all right, cool. Good news for all of us.
It is 7:01. Thank you, Tom and Lizzy, for the biggest audience we ever had. I can't wait till haul video number 4. Don't cut out those bloopers. We love them.
We won't.
They'll be there, and we'll be back standing in front of the table.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You guys are the bomb diggity. I'm coming to hang out. You guys have an open invite to come to Vegas anytime you want.
Deal.
Awesome.
And Philly, if you're ever in this area.
All right, so, by the way, any of you in the Bay Area, I have a class next Wednesday in San Jose. I think I have 3 spots left. Come on over to the Thrifting board. I'm going to get it back up tomorrow, and we'll talk about if anybody wants to go to the class. Next Wednesday, 9:30 a.m., San Jose. So hit me up on Facebook if you hear this. You don't have to go see it on the Thrifting board. Just hit me up if you want one of the last 3 spaces, and I will get you signed up. So I will say good night. I'm going to go out for my anniversary. We're going to celebrate on the Strip. Thank you, Tom and Lizzy.
Thank you for having us.
Good night.
Nadine, you have the last word tonight.
All right, so thank you guys. You were awesome. I'm looking forward to your haul videos too. And good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
See you in 2 weeks.
And happy thrifting.
Bye-bye.